Okay, how's everybody doing this evening? Of course, my name is Kent. The channel is Bitcoin Artificial Intelligence, and I want to talk a little bit more about artificial intelligence tonight. So, last night I was watching a little bit of the news. I don't watch the news. I don't like to watch the news because I think it's boring, and I think they just cover stuff that makes you go back to sleep. So, but they did have an AI section on, and I wanted to watch it real quickly because I was very interested in it. And of course, they watched, it was about artificial intelligence, and it was about Walmart. Walmart is the largest employer in the world. And of course, they were talking about how Walmart's been using artificial intelligence and how this is helping their business model. And the way it's helping its business model is that it's allowing them to be more efficient. So they had the store manager on, I believe it was some store in Texas, and he's going on about, hey, artificial intelligence it's going to eliminate a few jobs, and usually the jobs that people don't like to do, but it's going to create new jobs in areas where people do like to do those jobs. The more rewarding jobs are going to be created, the less rewarding jobs are going to go away. So then in a net gain, this is going to create jobs, and it's going to be much better. We're going to like it much easier. And this is a wonderful, wonderful thing. We're going to continue to hire people. It's probably going to increase our number of people we hire, plus our retention rate is a lot better, and the people stay more. So this is the nightly news telling you to go back to sleep. Artificial intelligence is just another thing around the corner, and it's actually going to be a net gain and nothing to be concerned about. Just forget it, go back to sleep, and forget that artificial intelligence is an issue. Kind of like I was thinking about Kamala Harris and her idea of AI being, it's AI, very elementary, saying, hey, there's nothing to worry about, it's just artificial intelligence, and treating it like it's just, some sort of really, something like, we've got something coming up here, but it's nothing to be concerned about. It's just artificial intelligence. It's just a machine that learns. Nothing new, nothing unique. Go away. Just forget about this. Go back to sleep. Nothing here to see. That's what they want you to believe. I think the biggest problem, the biggest thing that's going on with artificial intelligence is that it's going to create a world. It's going this way. So, yeah, it's seeing me this way. Okay, I'll catch you guys as you walk up. There you go. Now you can say hi, Mom. Yeah. So I'm shooting on the back screen. It's a better screen.
Jackson Munwall, Lee & Associates for all your commercial real estate.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So the real estate guy can walk you past. And I'm going to talk about real estate here in a second. So if I were a young person and I was getting involved, like going to school, first of all, I wouldn't go to school. If I was a fourth-year medical student ready to graduate from medical school, I'd quit. I wouldn't take my boards, and I wouldn't do my internship. I wouldn't do any of that stuff. I would quit medical school and start studying AI. I wouldn't want to go into the medical field today, knowing artificial intelligence is just going to completely route the medical field and make it entirely different than it is today. I wouldn't even do it. I'd get out. Some of the people I feel most sorry for are people that own construction companies where they have a lot of equipment, a lot of employees, a lot of things, a lot of overhead, and they have to keep things going. And they're so entrenched in the world that all they can do all day long is make sure the business keeps going, and they have a lot of things, physical things to keep going, equipment, repairs, because I used to be a farmer, so I know what that's like. Your whole day gets consumed with just trying to keep the operation going. You have no time to think about anything else, let alone something like artificial intelligence. That's the world people are going to try to escape. And that's the world that, if you're someone and you're looking for something to do right now, don't get too committed to anything. The world is about ready to change in a big way. And the people that are going to be not restrained with a lot of things on their plate, like business, school, jobs, those are going to be the people that are going to win in artificial intelligence, because those are the people that will be able to spend time with this and understand it and capitalize on it. So back to Kamala Harris, I think sometimes that I thought the other night maybe she's just naive, but maybe that's just a way for us all just not to really realize what's going on here, even though they may know more than they know. But think about the people that really know a lot about artificial intelligence. Think about Elon Musk. Elon Musk probably knows as much or more than anybody about artificial intelligence. What's he doing? He's telling us that we need legislation, warning us the government needs to step in. There needs to be something done here. And of course, as he knows, the government doesn't do anything or won't do anything because they don't understand it. And all they're going to do is they're going to spin it as, hey, everybody be nice, nobody do anything wrong, everybody play with each other very, very well. And at the end of the day, we'll make this, we're going to control this, and we'll pass laws and we'll do what we want to do with it. They have no idea what they're talking about. They have no idea this thing's learning faster than they can ever keep up with when the bills have to be passed in both houses. And we have to get, deals have to be made, and then when deals get made, there's side deals being made, and some politician from some area gets some, big huge infrastructure deal so that he'll vote for the AI law, because if he does that, then the people in his district are really happy because they get a huge building, or they get a huge bridge, or they get something built, something like that. So the AI is way ahead of the way government works and the way things happen. Like I said, government's just getting around to trying to regulate cryptocurrency. Bitcoin's been around since 2008. You think government's going to get on top of AI when AI is 1,000 times smarter than the smartest person in this world? No, it's AI is just way ahead of the game. But back to my friend real estate guy that's just walking by. A year ago, Elon Musk sold all of his real estate here in California. I think 7 houses for $150 million. Why did he do that? Why would Elon Musk sell all of his homes and move to a modular in someplace in Texas, a $50,000 modular? You can look this up all online. He sold his $150 million, 7 houses, and now moves into a $50,000 cube house, or some sort of $50,000 modular. Why did he do that? When the guy that's the most knowledgeable, probably one of the smartest guys in the world as far as AI is concerned, sells this real estate and moves to a $50,000 modular. Did he become a minimalist, or is there something else behind this? Well, if you read what he says he didn't want the mental distraction. So my thinking is that what's happening with Elon Musk, the reason he sold his luxurious homes and moved into a $50,000 a tiny home and modular home, is because he knows something we don't know. And what he knows is that he can live in those $150 million homes, but he doesn't have to own them anymore, because he can live in those homes through AI and some sort of implant in his brain that allows him to enjoy the home without actually owning it and without being there. So all he really needs is something to meet his physical needs, his worldly physical needs. So he needs a place to shower, a place to go to the restroom, and a place to eat, a kitchen. Everything else he doesn't need, because when he's sitting there and he wants to relax and enjoy himself, he can just go to AI, allow AI to some enhancement of his brain and some enhancement that some tool that he's using. And in his brain, he can live in that $100 million home, and it can be better than the real home. And he doesn't have to maintain it. He doesn't have to own it. He doesn't have to keep it up. And the real home won't be as good or as fun or as nice or as entertaining as the artificial intelligence home that's being created in his brain while he relaxes from running Tesla and SpaceX and all those different companies he owns. So he didn't become a minimalist. He just knows something we don't know, and what he knows is the enhancements of brain activity in the future is going to be able to enjoy those homes without actually physically owning them. Think of somebody like Donald Trump, who owns a place like Mar-a-Lago, where he's gotten all in trouble because he had all of his files down there and all that good stuff. So think of that guy. Can you imagine the headache of owning a place like Mar-a-Lago? I mean, can you imagine the staff it takes, all the people, the cameras, the security, and all that stuff? It's a mental distraction, and that's what Elon Musk said. I don't want the mental distraction anymore. I can get it through AI and this dream world that I'm going to be living in once I get the enhancement. Maybe he has the enhancement already. Maybe he's able to do it already. Maybe when he's in his $50,000 cube home in Texas, he can actually be zoned out and living in the $150 million, $100 million home in California that's more beautiful than the real home, funner, nicer, better, everything about it is more extravagant And he doesn't want the mental distraction of owning the real thing because it's not the same thing. It's not as nice. It's not as good. It doesn't do what the house that AI developed for him does, because AI is 100 times smarter than anybody in this world today, and it's getting smarter by the minute, smarter by the second, smarter by the millisecond, and it's making it better and better and better and better. Do you want to own that home that the AI is creating that's 100 times smarter than anybody, that's making it better every day? Or do you want to own the real home that's like Mar-a-Lago? It's employees, headaches, keeping it up, painting. I mean, can you imagine the mental distraction Donald Trump has just maintaining something like Mar-a-Lago, and he's not even there all the time. So when he's in his penthouse in New York, he's got somebody calling him about what needs to be taking place in Mar-a-Lago, or he's got to have somebody watching it or taking care of it, or somebody being there to make things happen. So Elon Musk says, no, I don't want the headache, I don't want the distraction. I'm going to just live in my $100 million home through my mind and artificial intelligence. That's the way the world's going. I appreciate you watching.